The worst WWE finishers ever. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Josh, the commentator. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited to bring you a reaction video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think is the worst finisher of all time in wrestling history. Also, make sure to smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, and without further interruptions, we're going to jump right into this video.
The worst WWE finishers ever.
The
There have been
worst!
some truly awful finishers throughout WWE history. A finisher should be impactful and legitimate, and unfortunately, impactful and legitimate aren't words to describe any of these infamous finishing moves. When Viscera...
Like, what was he doing? That has to be a meme.
Debuted his ruthless
how is that
aggression
not a
era
meme
gimmick known as
nowadays?
The world's largest love machine, WWE wanted a finishing move that suited his new eccentric character. Viscera's new finishing move was known as the Visagra, and this saw the near 500-pound man getting on his opponent's back and then humping them with all his might.
What?
Speaking of infamous WWE characters, in the summer of 1992, WWE debuted Bastion Booger. Booger was an unkempt individual who had a love for greasy food, and this character fell completely flat, and his finishing move didn't...
You can't walk out there looking like this, bro. Who even is this guy?
exactly help him get over with the audience.
You're gonna face a goat like him? You guys can't even see it.
Booger's finisher was known as the trip to the Batcave, and it would see Booger sit down on his opponent with his groin area landing on his opponent's face. This move was labeled as disgusting by the WWE commentary team, and it was heavily implied that Booger was failing to wash that part of his body. It was truly revolting. Our finishing move should always make logical sense, and this unfortunately wasn't the case with the Berserker's primary finisher. The Berserker's finishing move would involve him throwing his opponent over the top rope and winning by countout. If he was going to win by pinfall, he would have to pick up dead weight and somehow...
What? Now, for this time, like, for his time, right? That is actually quite smart. But is it a stupid move? Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen.
His opponent into the ring. It was a dire idea for a finishing move. Whilst Vickie Guerrero excelled in her role as general manager, as well as her associate roles in the...
Excuse me! Sorry, I had to do it.
Whenever she was asked to compete in the ring, everything fell apart. Guerrero had a number of matches, and during these matches, Guerrero used a finishing move titled the Cougar Splash. It was the former SmackDown GM paying tribute to a late...
Oh my gosh, that's so bad. Oh my... But let's be honest here. You don't know Vickie Guerrero for her wrestling ability. You know Vickie Guerrero because she is one of the most annoying but lovable... managers of all time. I mean, her big role with Dolph Ziggler, I mean, that was very funny, very fun to watch. I always could not wait to just yell at the TV screaming, "I hate you, Vickie." But deep down, nowadays, I appreciate Vickie for making my childhood a hell of a lot better. You guys have no idea that Dolph Ziggler Vickie Guerrero run was one of my favorite things when I was growing up as a kid.
And Eddie Guerrero.
One of my favorites.
The splash looked unbelievably bad upon execution. The dreaded finishing move would notably
be... No, it's awful, though. It's a really bad... She landed on her knees.
When Guerrero delivered the move by jumping to the floor before hitting the splash on Kelly Kelly. In 2006, WWE re-debuted Vito on SmackDown as a cross-dressing man. For this gimmick, Vito's finisher would involve Vito putting his opponent's head under his dress so that their face was facing his crotch. He would then lock on an armbar and make his opponent submit whilst their face was fully impaled.
What is with these sexual moves? Why are half of these moves sexual? You got a man humping another man. You got a man sitting on him, sitting on his face. Like, and then you got this guy humping him too. Like, what is going on?
Easy thing about this controversial finisher was that SmackDown had always been a PG
My video's gonna be demonetized.
Believing this finishing move was appropriate for a PG audience. One of Kelly Kelly's finishing moves left a lot to be desired. Her finishing move, known as the Kelly Kick, saw Kelly
Kelly was my crush growing up. was my absolute crush. The problem is her finisher was terrible.
Gets set to perform a Seth Rollins style curb stomp, only for her to drop a leg across her opponent's back. This
I like the idea. I like the creativity. It just doesn't look good. It doesn't look like it would destroy an opponent, right? Like Seth Rollins curb stomp, a whole nother ball game. That looks like it would kill somebody. This leg drop, nah. This would work back in Hulk Hogan's time. This didn't work in the PG era. Absolutely not.
Move received
People
zero
already
reaction,
developed a lot better,
painless.
more
This
vicious
move would
moves, you know?
evolve into a modified Famouser of sorts, and this was considerably better and a much better fit for
The Famouser is a better move because they, they land. It looks like they land on their face a much more, But yeah, no, that little pump up Famouser that she does, no bueno. No bueno.
one of WWE's most popular female stars of the respective time period. But Byron Saxton has been in a non-wrestling role for so long that fans often forget that Saxton was once an in-ring competitor.
He was!
Saxton was part of NXT Season 4, and in this season, Saxton debuted one of the most laughable finishing moves in WWE history. Saxton's infamous move was known as Saxonation, and it was in essence a mix between the skull-crushing finale and the side effect.
They didn't sell it well, or that move is just terrible. Now, I like his idea of, the Miz there. I like that. That part was perfect, but whatever that second half of that move, it looked awful. I mean, let's rewind it.
And it was in essence
it's just like
history. Saxton's infamous move was known as Saxonation.
Like, that looks cool. And then it was in I don't know.
Essence, a mix between the skull-crushing finale
not a good
and
finisher
the side
at
effect.
all.
The move looked like it hurt Saxton more than his opponent.
Facts.
When Saxton debuted the move on WWE TV, Matt Striker summed up the move on commentary with the line, "It was ugly, but effective." During his iconic career, John Cena became notorious for having 5 moves of Doom.
Didn't he?
Cena eventually joined in on the joke by promising to debut a 6th move of Doom. Cena had heavily teased a new finishing move, so WWE fans were expecting something grand and unique. Cena eventually performed the move at the Super Showdown pay-per-view in 2018, and fans were incredibly disappointed. During Cena's tag team match where he teamed with Bobby Lashley to take on Elias
I gotta
and
watch
Kevin
this.
Owens, Cena began the 6th move of Doom by doing
The
a comedic
6th
cross
move
with his
of
arms.
Doom.
He then proceeded to throw a basic worked punch at Elias.
What even? Yeah. Hit him with the jab.
Fans were confused and completely let down by the finishing move. Unfortunately, the reception towards the move was so negative that Cena went back
It was
to the
awful.
AA and
Like, what
STF
even was
shortly
that?
After. Well, there you have it, folks. The worst WWE finishes
Oh,
ever.
that was
What do you
it.
think?
That was a quick video. Ladies and gentlemen, that is some of the worst WWE finishers of all time. I want to give a quick shout out to WrestleMania XL for making this video. Go give him some love. I will link his channel down below as well as the original video we just watched. But that's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you smash that like button. You subscribe to the channel if you are new. Comment down below. From there, what was the worst looking finisher? That Byron Saxton one had to have been the ugliest thing I've seen. But then again, that dude just dry humping that other guy was also bad. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.